the number 18 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Cornhuskers offense will go to work first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Nelson. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Huskers have this offense rolling. Looking for a crease, it's Parker. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. The Huskers want to crank the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there, keeping the football.
Under fire. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great...
Tight end trying to get in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Penn State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Finds his man. It's Martin. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Snagged in the middle. It's Martin. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jones to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the wind. And I think he kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Might be looking to run. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll pull it on the read. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
This drive will open from the 15. Jones wants to throw it, using the quick game. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll move the tight end. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Still running at the 40. It's a running room. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's 3rd down. You just got sacked the play prior. But you do a nice job in the pocket, you get through your progression, it's not open, you take off and run, pick up the 1st down, fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Martin. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to scramble. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Back. Here's 2nd and long. Here we go. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Makes the grab. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wants to fire on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskers will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Snares it outside. It's Martin. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It'll be third and long. He might want another play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions decide, oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on second down. Back to pass. He's got an open man. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knocked him down for a loss. On the run, it's Martin. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick stop him short of the end zone.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up for...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Huskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get down.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He's turning it loose into the middle. He's got it! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Shakes off the defender. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parker. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. At the 40, there he goes. Running free. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nebraska. Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, he's got...
And down he goes, and down goes for the moment. The chance to tie the game here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Rides to back. Running to Green. Got the 1st down and more. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Find some fresh air. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
But how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
The defense just got out-muscled at the point of attack there. And the back showed good vision, made a cut into the hole, 1st down.
Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. And they'll take a knee. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. He wants to throw it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to...
Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. On the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Rides it and reads it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds a man on the left. They'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was